Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would sit down and film a most repurchased makeup. So I've been doing makeup, or I guess I've been into makeup for about, oh my goodness, 13 years now. And then I've been really into makeup like to this current extent that I'm at for about 5 to 6 years. So I've been collecting makeup for about 5 to 6 years now, but I've been into makeup since before that. But in these last like 6 years, I've really gotten to know a lot of products and kind of see what I like, and I've kind of seen a trend of what I tend to repurchase a lot in these few years. So I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about my most recent purchase. I keep saying recent. My most repurchased products. I know Andrea Mattiliano did a video like this. I don't know who started the trend, but I saw her recently do it, and I wanted to sit down and do that with you guys because I had a long list. So I think I have enough for a full video. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I'm just gonna go in the order that I would apply my face makeup. So we'll start with primer. The most purchased primer, I have it in a basket, so it's gonna make a little bit of noise. But my most repurchased primer is this Revlon Photo Ready Pore Reducing Primer. This is my third one. I think I discovered it maybe like 3 years ago, and yeah, I really like this. This is one of my favorite pore filling primers. I've tried a bunch. I've tried the Dr. Brandt pore filling primer. I've tried the CoverGirl pore reducing primer. I've tried other pore reducing primers that are kind of more silicone-y. I hate those. I really hate those. I've tried the e.l.f. one. I really like that one though too. And I've also tried like the Tatcha Silk Canvas one. I've tried a bunch. And honestly, this is still my hands down favorite, aside from being my most repurchased. It is my favorite. I think for filling your pores, this is a really good primer. So don't hold it from the lid. But yeah, so it's a really good one. Moving on. Do I have another primer? I don't think so. No idea. Good. Next would be foundation. So I have a few foundations, and yes, I have gone through these foundations multiple times already. Some of these are newer. So I'm gonna go ahead and mention them, I guess, in order of when I discovered them. So first being this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Foundation. I really do love this one, and I have so many backups. I haven't opened this one. Yeah, I haven't opened one on my shelf where my foundations are. But I think I lost count. I think I repurchased that one like 6, 7, 8 times. Like, I have gone through so many of these matte ones because it was literally one of my favorite matte foundations, and it's super affordable, long lasting. You know, I need it to hold up at work. I love this foundation. I think it's really, really great if you like more of a, you know, matte finish and you struggle with oily skin or combo skin. I did really like this one, and if you like this one too, you should try the other ones that I also do love. But yeah. Next up is this L'Oreal Infallible. I've been through, I think, 4 of these. This is also a really nice formula. The only reason I haven't kind of gone back to this one or featured it too much in my channel is because the tones are a little off for me. I do really love the formula though, but the tones are off. So if I don't mind having an off day where I know it's not going to match perfectly, I don't care where I'm going, whatever, I'll still go ahead and use this one. But now that I have a better match in my skin tone, I prefer to use that one. But I do really love this formula. I've bought bought so many of these and I have so many backups. It's just a really good favorite, and it's at the drugstore. It's affordable. I love this one. Another one I've repurchased a ton, and it's a new release, so it's kind of insane that I've, you know, gone through these so quickly already. Unfortunately, it is a more, I feel like it's the foundation I kind of go through the fastest. This is my Photo Focus Dewy. You guys have heard me talk about it so much on my channel already. I do really love this one though, and I've gone through 2 bottles since its release. One thing about Wet n Wild, they did release this like a month before they announced it. So you could have gotten it on their website a month before they announced it on Instagram, before YouTubers were reviewing it and got their hands on it. So I don't know why they waited. Sorry, I'm picking up my eye at the same time I'm talking. I don't know why they waited so long after they released it to announce it. But so I did get it super early when it released, and from their website. I'm not on PR or anything. I purchased it from their website, and I thought it was super good. Hands down my favorite current foundation right now, and I can't stop repurchasing this one. It's like I have to stop myself because I have like 4 backups of it already. I've already used 2. This would be my 3rd one that I need to open because I'm already out of mine. I don't know if you can see the little scrapes in that one. You can see it better on the front. I've been like scraping this one, trying to get the last bit of it out. Yeah, I've already gone through 2. I'm gonna use a 3rd one. I love this one. One of my most recent, most purchased, repurchased, whatever. Yeah, I need to talk myself out of buying these. I buy too many, and then I just have them sitting in my house, which isn't really good, but I feel like I can't run out of this one ever. It's so good. And that's kind of how I felt about the other ones. That's why I kind of went on a buying spree of each one each time I discovered a new favorite. I need to stop doing that. But I do still love all 3 of those. And they are my most repurchased, even though one of those is really new. But a lot of them are actually. Alright, so foundation is done. Maybelline Fit Me. I've only used up 2 of these, so it's barely a more repurchased one, but this is the 3rd one. I haven't opened it. I'm kind of holding off on it. I do want to use other powders before I open a new powder, so, but this is one of my most repurchased. This is like the only drugstore powder I like love, and have repurchased. Like, love this one. So, next one is this Sephora collection face powder. Okay, so this one I've repurchased, like, well, I have a bunch of backups too. I was scared they were going to discontinue it because there was rumors that Sephora was going to discontinue this one, so I bought a bunch of backups, and then they didn't discontinue it. But it's fine. I'm going to use them up anyways. This is like my 3rd one. Maybe 4th actually. I think it's maybe my 4th. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I love this powder. I can't live without it. Most repurchased pressed powder. I can't seem to get into any other pressed powder. This is my favorite, and I have so many of these. They're gonna get so used up because I love it. It's so worth it. Yeah. Next up, I don't know why I leave it in the box. It's the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. You guys already know it's an OG, hands down. This is my 3rd one. This one's for sure my 3rd one. I haven't opened it. I'm keeping it in its box. Same thing with my Maybelline powder. I'm waiting to use up other powders before I open a new one. So I do have this just sitting in my drawer, ready to pounce for when I'm ready for it. But I have to have this on hand. I can't be without it. Even though it's not open, but I know I have it in case of dire emergency. I need my makeup to last and it be bomb and look great and it's flawless and skin-like and hold up matte, and I love this powder. Everything I need a powder to do, this does it. So love it. Most repurchased out of all my powders. No, that's not true. This one beats it, But between this one and the Maybelline, yeah, this one, hands down. Obviously, it's high-end though. That's not fair. Anyways, now powder. Okay, so next would be, before powder would have been cream bronzer. I love this Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Cafe for cream bronzing. This one, I think I've bought only 2, but I have a 3rd backup. So yeah, I know it's not a cream bronzer, but it's what I use it for, just a deeper shade to cream bronze, and I really do like it for that. It is my favorite method, but I'm like running out of this one, and I kind of want to use up some of my other cream products that I have before I open a new one. Next cream product that I should have done before powders is my Flower Balm in the shade Nectar. I have another backup of this one. So this one, I haven't used this up completely. I mean, I've used up quite a bit of it, but a little bit goes a long way. I've had this for a while. I did buy a backup of it, but I also repurchased the formula, so I did go back and buy more shades of it. This takes a long time to go through, but I already know it's hands down my favorite, and like I already repurchased a bunch more in different shades and a backup of this shade because I can't go without it. So I know I haven't repurchased this particular one. I mean, I did, but I haven't used it and repurchased it again. Like this is my first one and I haven't even gone through it. But the fact that I knew I needed to get more and get more in the same shade and different shades, just because I love this formula and it's so great. And yeah, I feel like cheek products are just harder to go through, so you're gonna see that a little bit, that maybe I didn't go through it, but I kind of bought the same formula again. So yeah, this is a formula that I bought again. Now another blush, since we're on blushes, even though I would do bronzer before blush, is this Burt's Bees. This is my second one, and look how like hard I've hit pan on it. Like, this is my second one, and I do have a 3rd one, so yeah. My most repurchased blush, and actually like gone through multiples, is this one. This is the only blush I think I've gone through like this, so if that says anything, it's my favorite. Okay, now bronzer. Going through bronzer, I'm gonna do the butter bronzer. This is the second one I purchased. The first one was so low that it broke when I dropped it. And this one I've dropped a couple times and it hasn't broken on me because it's still pretty new. But I was so close to being out of it that I kind of considered it finished, and I repurchased. And I've also repurchased like palettes with the butter bronzers in it. So I believe, even though I haven't repurchased this one as much specifically, I have repurchased the formula multiple times because I love it. It's consistent and it's a good bronzer. Another one that I've repurchased a lot is this Hoola Benefit. I've kind of pulled away from it just because I've found more affordable ones that I like better. I still really love the butter bronzer, and I still really like this one, but this one's a newer one. I went through 2 of these before. This has been my 3rd one, and I have a ton of backups before I discovered the other ones. I backed up. I bought a bunch of backups and now it's not my favorite. So anyways, I did really like this one. This is my 3rd one. I do still really recommend this if it's like in your budget or whatever. I do recommend that one. It's a good one, hands down. It's more of a cooler bronzer. The one I've repurchased the most now, and it's continued to be my favorite, is this Take Home the Bronze in the shade Oliver. This is what the shade looks like. It's such a cool neutral toned bronzer. It looks so nice on the skin, just my absolute favorite. This is the second one that I have, and I have backups of it. I can't go without this one. I recently also stocked up on the medium shade of this. They only have 3 shades, unfortunately. But I did stock up on the medium shade for summer because this one is it's perfect for me right now, or when I'm more fair or light skinned where I'm not really tanned. but as soon as I get to be tan a little bit, it doesn't show up as nicely. But I do really, really love, I'm obsessed with this bronzer. Like, okay, I need to stop stocking up on stuff that I love, but because then it's like, I find something new and I don't use it up as much. But this one, I've continued to love. Alright, now moving on to highlight. One of the formulas I've kind of repurchased a ton is this Hustler Baby by Fenty. This was my first one. It's a mini, if you can tell like how much I've used that. So once I hit pan like that on it, I went ahead and repurchased the full size and another mini, because the mini set comes with this and then the Fenty Gloss Bomb, which we'll talk about later. But it comes in a mini set with the shade, and I did repurchase this little mini and a full size of this shade, and I also repurchased a formula in other colors. So in my opinion, that's still a repurchase, and I'm obsessed. This is my most repurchased highlight. It's really hard for me to go through highlight. Another repurchased one would be the Becca ones, but I haven't repurchased those most recently. At first, years ago, I repurchased that one a few times, but I really don't pull towards those anymore, so that's why I didn't really show them. I have them, I didn't show them in my video because I don't use them as much anymore, and I haven't repurchased them more recently. But Fenty, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's honestly my favorite highlight right now. A good second, or I don't know if I want to say second because I do love these in a different way, are these BH Cosmetics. I know these are palettes. These have blushes and highlights. Glowing Grace is my favorite highlighter one though. Or is that one? Yeah. So these are like my absolute favorite like BH palettes and formulas. This is my most repurchased palette formula. I know we're kind of going on a rant right now, but this formula is so good. I have even more BH Cosmetics palettes, highlighter palettes, and other eyeshadow palettes. Their formula is just so good. BH Cosmetics is one of my most repurchased formulas. Now, have I gone through a solid palette? No. I don't think I've gone through any single palette ever. Like, I haven't gone through it. They usually expire before I do, which is unfortunate. But yeah, this is one of my most repurchased formulas. I absolutely love BH. It's a good brand, good, consistent, and I love their formula. So scooch that over there. Another most purchased, not more recently, I haven't, this was like my most recent purchase, but I did buy them a lot and repurchase them, are these Benefit palettes. This is like the third one I own. I just think these are really nice and travel friendly. I really love them for that purpose. It kind of has your whole face that you need in one palette. It does have this brush. I actually did like this brush when it came in the bronzers, but I would prefer a travel palette. I would just prefer another shade and add $15 to that. I don't care. Rather there be like another highlighter shade or another blush shade or something like that. But I do love these. I do repurchase their formula in this format. I don't buy the individuals like the Hoola bronzers anymore. I buy them in palettes just because I feel like that's how I use them the most. I haven't recently purchased, this is my most recent one, but I've kind of slowed down on Benefit just because I feel like they haven't really been putting out products that I love. I did get that one on sale. That's the only reason I bought it though. But I do love their formula when I use it, and it has been one of my most repurchased products. So, moving on. Another one I really buy a lot is these Ofra highlighters. Again, I haven't gone through one of these, but I do have them in many layouts, many little mini face palettes or individuals or whatever format that they come in, I have. So the Ofra one is a really popular one. I do really love Just Rodeo Drive. there's a deeper one I want to try just because I feel like all of these kind of pull light on me. Rodeo Drive being the only one that passes. I think they have like a star something color that's a little deeper than Rodeo Drive that I want to try. But I have so many Ofra highlighters and that I was like, do I really need it? But I don't use the other ones because they're too light for me. So it's like, I kind of do need it. Like maybe I should just sell the other ones. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. But this is one of my most repurchased. I do really love this formula. It's a good one. It's a goodie. It's a goodie one. Okay. After my face, I'm gonna do my eyes. Okay. So for eyeshadow, one of my most, I don't really wear single shadows, so I didn't want to feature that. But one of my most repurchased palettes are these little Wet n Wild ones. I really like these. They're really nice and travel friendly, and the formula is really nice. I trust these. These are really consistent. I like them a lot. Yeah, so next, ColourPop. I have a love-hate relationship with ColourPop, but I have to admit it's one of my most repurchased brands, formulas, whatever, in eyeshadow. It is. I feel like they kind of come out with too much product at once all the time, and I'm kind of tired of it. I'm so tired. Yeah, they're cute, they're pretty, but I don't need 50 ColourPop palettes, and I know everyone else doesn't either. If they could just slow down, just chill. Like, they were doing once a month releases before this all happened, before the whole country went into the situation it's in right now. Like, once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, like if they slowed it down. Like, just slow your roll. And some of them were more than one palette releases. They were like a 2 palette collection. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Please, just slow down. Okay, so yes, I do love ColourPop with a ton of pain in my heart. It is one of my most repurchased products. It's good. They need to slow down. That's all I want to say about that. Okay, next up, BH Cosmetics. Y'all already know I love this palette. It's really, really good. This whole collection, very, very nice. I just talked about their cheek products too in that collection. This one is the Hanging in Hawaii one. BH Cosmetics is one of my most repurchased formulas, both in face products and eye products. They just make a really nice formula, and it's super affordable, especially if you get their stuff on sale. Next up is the Profusion Siennas. I have a lot of these. I think I want to say 4 of these like larger ones. I haven't tried any of the smaller ones just because the color stories don't speak to me. But if you go to Walmart and find a color story, even in the minis, their formula is really consistent. It's really good. I really love it. Profusion rarely comes out with a release. They're kind of slower, which I kind of really appreciate, and they're really affordable and available at Walmart, which everyone can get. Or yeah, Walmart. I was gonna say Ulta. That's not available at Ulta. Another formula I forgot to talk about, I completely forgot until right now, is the ABH formula. I know this is like the first palette I bought from ABH, was the Master Palette by Mario. It's just such a beautiful palette. I'm so sorry I'm showing you guys this palette right now, but I just wanted to show you my first palette from them to kind of express my love and where it was born for this whole repurchasing. Obviously, I've never repurchased a palette because I've never gone through one completely, but I have repurchased this formula tons. Like, I personally collect ABH at this point, but I do love their formula. There's only a few palettes I don't like. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a lot of them. I didn't like the Riviera. I didn't like the Alyssa Edwards. I didn't like the Carly Bible. I didn't like the Amrezy, the new one, the pink one. I didn't like any of those 4. They were kind of lackluster for me. They didn't perform as well as what I'm used to. But like, I love the Soft Glam, the Prism palette. I love the Modern Renaissance. I loved this one. it is my most repurchased formula. Do really love it. I feel like their formula is pretty consistent other than the little subculture situation. I feel like that was in itself a complicated thing. I don't think that they went too far from their own formula. I just think that they went too hard in trying in new colors in a formula that's kind of difficult to work with. So, just my opinion. I think it was kind of blown up just for drama, but you know, different colors are going to perform different just because different colors are more difficult to formulate, or just because the color is difficult to work with. They're just colors like that. It has nothing to do sometimes with the formula. But anyways, opinion. Anyways, ABH is one of my favorite repurchased products. Just being real. Oh my god, my face is itchy. It's itchy. Alright, one thing I forgot to talk about. Oh my gosh, how did I skip this? Concealer. So after foundation comes concealer. Tarte Shape Tape. I've been through like 3 of these. It's literally my obsession. And it takes forever to go through these. It takes like a year to go through these, and I don't know why I have multiple open. I think there were 2 different shades. Yeah, there were 2 different shades. Light medium sand and light sand. So yep, my favorite. I have a ton of those. I don't know how I skipped over concealer, but my most repurchased concealer. It's nice, it's matte, it's super full coverage, lasts all day, doesn't crease on me, it looks great. I love it. Okay, now really quick we were on eyeshadow. So mascara is this CoverGirl. I know this is newer, it's only been like out for like a year and a half at most, but I have repurchased this a ton. I bought it like 3 times already. I kind of go through mascara fast, and this is probably like one of the only mascaras I've been through, plus the other one I'm going to mention. This is the only mascara I've ever gone through like dried out, finished. Like the tube was empty. I could not get any out, like, because it was so used up. This one was that, and also I just love this one. This one, if you like the Too Faced Better Than Sex, you're gonna love this one. It's really similar, but not as wet and hard to work with. The Too Faced Better Than Sex is hard to work with. This is not. This is great. The other mascara I've gone through, and these are the only 2 mascaras that I've ever been through, is this Essence Lash Princess. I love this. It's really great. This one isn't very volumizing, but it's really nice for lengthening, to add length. It's kind of what I need right now because I have like 0 lashes, even though I'm wearing mascara right now. This is a really nice lengthening mascara, and like for layering, if you want something to lengthen first and kind of go over it with something volumizing, it's a pretty nice combo. But yeah, I love this one for different reasons, different uses, but everyone loves this one for good reasons though. It's a really good mascara. And also, just a side note, I don't have any kind of eye sensitivity, but my mom does, and I've tried like Physicians Formula, Organics, Naturals, and all of those burn her eyes like a bunch. This one doesn't. So it's a very gentle formula. So if you have sensitive eyes, this is cheap enough that I would recommend you just trying it. If it doesn't work, I'm sorry. But my mom has really sensitive eyes, and this one doesn't like burn her eyes, which I was like, it doesn't even claim to be soft or gentle or anything like that. So I just thought that was really interesting. I thought I would mention that for anybody that was looking for something like that. My most repurchased eyeliner is gonna be this Schwing, shoulder itches, sorry. This Schwing the Balm liner. I just love how black it is and how easy it is to get a nice jet black liner. I'm not wearing that one today. I will show you the next one, or the other one that I like. But this is my favorite eyeliner, and my most repurchased, obviously. My second most repurchased is this Maybelline. I kind of go through phases of, do I like the liquid or do I like the pen? Right now I'm kind of going into the pen one better. That's what I like better right now. But when I go back to the pen, it's a Maybelline Precise All Day Liquid Liner. But it is a felt tip, so is the balm. I prefer a brush tip, but I like these formulas so much that I'm willing to work with the felt tip. but it is a little bit harder to get that like sharpness. But this is the one I'm using today actually, so I do really love this one and repurchased a ton. I think this is like my 4th one of this, and then like my 3rd one of the Schwing Balm one. So brows, Anastasia. This is the brow definer. I actually use the Brow Wiz as well interchangeably. This is the one with the triangle kind of shape. It's dirty, sorry. So yeah, that's that shape. I use this one and the other one interchangeably, just whatever one I have available or open, whatever. I do use this one a lot. Most repurchased, facts. It's my favorite. The formula, the color, the tones, whatever. It's really good. Whew, we're getting to the gist of it. I don't have a most repurchased brow gel just because every time I run out of a brow gel, I just try something new. So I do have favorites, but it's not really the content of this video, so I'm not going to mention them in this video. But brow gels, I just kind of, whatever I run out with, I try a different one, I try a different one, I try a different one. So I'm not too picky with my brow gels. So yeah. Lips, finally. So lip liner, oh my goodness, at the end of the video. My favorite lip liner are these Gerard Cosmetics. These are my most repurchased. Like, I have so many backups of these. If these ever like run out, I will pay so much money for these. Like, if they were to like sell out or stop making them, discontinue them, that's what I meant. I can't live without these. These are the best. This one's in the shade Sugar and Spice. It's like a really nice nude, like a deeper nude shade. I love that one. This one's actually my favorite shade of all time. This one's just a different shade. This one is Share. It's like a deeper mauve tone. Super nice. I actually wait for these to go on sale. I have text alerts for on their website. They have like you can get texts from Gerard Cosmetics whenever they have sales and stuff. And they frequently have a 5 for $25 on their lip pencils, and that's when I stock up on these, and I buy like a ton of the Sugar and Spice one just because I go through that one like a ton. Like, this is my 2nd one, and this is how it came. It's short. I've gone through that one. It's getting there. It's getting questionable. So yeah, so I really love these pencils. They're my absolute favorite lip pencils. I've tried a bunch of them. I've tried the ColourPop ones. I've tried some MAC ones. I've tried Wet n Wilds. I've tried a ton of them. This is my by far easiest, my favorite formula ever. I just can't find anything like it. So next, I've never gone through a full lipstick except this one. This is the only lipstick I've gone through. It's the Sephora Brunch Date. This is my 2nd one, and it's getting there too. Like, it's short. Well, I don't know if you can tell by the lettering, like only half of the word matte. There's only M-A-T. There's still a T-E at the end that I've used. So I've used this one up a lot. This is the 2nd one. I've never gone through any other lipstick, like gone through it. Like, I've used a ton of other lipsticks, but this is the only one I've gone through, and it's unbelievable to me. Unbelievable. Lastly, lip gloss. Y'all already know, Fenty Gloss Bomb. I've actually run out of these. Like, this is like the 2nd one. This is a mini though, so this is my 2nd mini. I have a full size in my car, and then I've repurchased more over time just to kind of have them. Like I said, I repurchased the mini set this comes with the highlighter. It's a nice cute little duo, just because I wanted this and I wanted this. So I have repurchased these gloss bombs, even though they're more recent. Over the years, I've already purchased this a few times. So now, the end of the video, finishing your like face. Okay, so sorry, this is the old packaging, but it's the Urban Decay All-Nighter. I've gone through, I want to say 3 of these. This has been my 3rd one, but I'm like at here to this point on this one. So this is my third one. I've repurchased this so many times. I just repurchased during quarantine. There was buy one get one free on Urban Decay, so I bought the jumbo size. This one's the 4 ounce, and they have an 8 ounce that's only like $12 more. So I'm like, heck yeah. So I went ahead and bought the 8 ounce, double the size of this one, and got one free. So I paid like 20 something dollars for each, like $22 for each. This one's like 32, so it was a great deal. It was a super great deal. So I did repurchase these more recently because I'm almost out of this one, and I also have like a backup or two in my drawer. But yeah, this one has been throughout the years my most repurchased. I forget about how good it is when I try other you know, facial sprays and just, you know, whatever. I forget about it because I go through so much makeup and kind of try new things all the time. And then when I picked this up again, I was like, oh my goodness. I'm like, why did I ever stop using this? This is great. This is like the only ever that I've ever tried, like finishing or setting spray that actually prolongs the wear of your makeup. The only one. I've tried other setting sprays that I love, and I truly love. Oh, actually, speaking of, I've repurchased this one a few times, but this is the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy. I love this one for when my face looks super matte and powdery. Like, I went overboard with the, you know, the baking, you know, and I kind of layered powder, like a matte foundation with a matte powder, you know, with a matte cheek products, and and then my skin was probably dry that day too, you know. So I'll go over it with this, but this is more of like, it even says it's like a fixing spray. So this is really great for melting your makeup together and making it look really nice and like blend into your skin, but it doesn't prolong the wear of your makeup. This one does. So that's why I love that, and it kind of helps me stay matte all day too. There is the slick one that's more for matte skin, oil control and whatnot, but I find this one works just as fine on my skin, so that's my favorite. So we have gone through that today. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was a long one, and let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see next. I love you guys so much. This was an interesting video, you know, my most repurchased throughout the years, and I honestly continue to love a lot of these products, which is crazy. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. See you in my next one. Bye.